The Caitlin Clark injury situation is officially a mess because not only is there not more clarity, there's more confusion about what her timeline could be. And that's coming on the heels of it seeming to be pretty clear when Clark would return to the court, or about when she would return to the court. It was said on the ESPN broadcast on August 12th that Stephanie White hoped Clark would be back in practice this week. Open portion of practice, Clark is not seen. And Stephanie White afterwards said it's status quo until Clark is back at practice.
The Caitlin Clark injury situation, it's officially a mess. Not more clarity, but more confusion. Just days ago, it looked clear when Clark would return. ESPN reported on August 12th that coach Stephanie White hoped Clark would be back at practice this week. But when the open portion of practice came, Clark was nowhere to be seen. Afterwards, White said, status quo until she's back at practice. Okay, this is wild. It looks like Stephanie White and the Indiana Fever front office just pulled off one of the worst cover-ups in WNBA history, lying in plain sight about Caitlin Clark's injury and praying nobody would notice. Spoiler alert, fans noticed. They've got the receipts, the timelines, the footage, and it blows holes in the official story. What was pitched as a simple workout mishap now looks more like a full-blown deception. And here's why it matters. When you start misleading the very fans who buy tickets, watch broadcasts, and spend money on merch, you're not just telling a bad story. You're flirting with fraud. Fans are furious. They feel lied to. They feel scammed. And they're not wrong. Stephanie White went on live TV, smiling for the cameras, and gave a neat little script about Clark's return timeline. Problem is, the dates don't add up. And when dates don't add up, social media receipts will tear you apart. Let's rewind. Caitlin Clark injured her groin in mid-July after taking a reckless knee from J.C. Sheldon. It was called day-to-day, a hopeful late August return. Sounds reasonable, right? But suddenly, another story appears. Clark supposedly hurt herself during a workout on August 7th. Clean, tidy, PR-friendly. Except fans have footage from that exact day of Clark walking through Phoenix, unbothered, smooth, and very much not injured. So what changed? Was it the groin? The ankle? A new injury? Nobody knows. And that's exactly the problem. Even Fever reporters went on air laughing as they retold the so-called injury story. Laughing, as if the league's most important player being sidelined was a punchline. Fans weren't just confused. They were furious. Furious that the face of women's basketball was being treated like a pawn in a cheap PR game. And here's the kicker. Fans haven't forgotten the infamous game where assistant coach Bria January stepped on Clark's foot. That moment didn't vanish. It got buried under this workout injury fairy tale. So which is it? A freak gym accident? Or an injury caused by her own staff? Because if it's the latter, that's not bad luck. That's negligence. And negligence, combined with misleading fans, is exactly what invites investigations. From sponsors, from watchdogs, even from regulators. Meanwhile, Clark herself, she's stuck repeating robotic talking points. Working hard, feeling good, just unlucky. Fans know that's not her voice. That's a script. And here's the bottom line. Caitlin Clark is the WNBA right now. The engine behind ticket sales, ratings, sponsorships. Without her, the entire ecosystem collapses. So if the Fever knowingly misled fans into buying tickets under false pretenses, that's not a mistake. That's consumer fraud. Fans deserve honesty. Clark deserves protection. And the Fever, they deserve every ounce of backlash heading their way. Because once trust is gone, it doesn't come back. And if Stephanie White thought fans wouldn't notice the lies, she just lit a fuse under her own credibility. This scandal isn't slowing down. It's just getting started. So what do you think? Did the Fever just cross the line from bad PR to outright fraud? Drop your thoughts below and hit subscribe for more unfiltered WNBA truth. Because this story, it's far from over.